Good morning, and welcome to Morning Message. Good morning. I'm Archdeacon John Clark, rector of St. Paul's Church, and as promised, this week I would talk a little bit about Fiddler on the Roof, because I think the musical that was made into a movie, is a great tool for teaching us a little bit about prayer. And one of the things that's easy to focus on right now is that we have a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry, and it's okay to present those deeply felt emotions to God. I've been checking out other videos that some of my colleagues have been placing from around the diocese, but also some old friends from Trinity College days, and my friend, the Reverend Andrew Wilson, who's a priest in the Diocese of Ottawa. He was smart enough not to say that his were daily, so that's a bit of a challenge. But he reminded us last week in one of his videos that God is big. Um, God's in a sense larger than the universe, and God can handle our anxieties and fears, and it's okay to bring those things to God. God can handle it. That's a really important message for us to hear. This is one of my favorite hats to wear in the wintertime. The first time this hat, or I appeared in this hat on Facebook, some of the comments were how much I looked like Reb Tevye, that I could play the lead character in Fiddler on the Roof. Just saying, Adam, if you're looking to think maybe you'll do Fiddler on the Roof in the future at the Confed Center, I could do it. I just need to learn how to act and sing. Once I get those things down, I'm your guy if you need a Reb Tevye for Fiddler on the Roof at some point in the future for the Confed Center season. Reb Tevye is dealing with an awful lot of change. That whole song about tradition is him struggling with different ideas that are being presented to him, principally by his daughters, things that confuse him, things that anger him. But he's trying to be a loving and caring father, and you see that struggle, and he often presents those struggles to God in prayer. And I just want to encourage that amongst us, that we do offer our fears, our anxieties, our angers towards God, because God is big enough to be able to handle all of that. And that's a really important message that we can learn from our tradition and from Fiddler on the Roof. So keep that in mind in your prayers, that it's okay to present those things. It doesn't all have to be happy and fluffy. Prayer can carry our deeply felt emotions, and God can handle those things as well. One of my favorite prayers in Fiddler on the Roof that Tevye says, and don't forget that one of the struggles he's facing is poverty. And at one point he turns to God and he says, I know poverty is a blessing, but must you bless us so much? That's one of my favorite lines from Fiddler on the Roof. I've kind of reworked that prayer for myself, and I say, I know we are facing challenging times, but please make this a one-term presidency. That's my prayer for today, and a lesson learned from Fiddler on the Roof. In fact, a lesson that's very much deeply entrenched in our tradition as well. That it's okay to bring all of our thoughts, all of our emotions to God in prayer, no matter how difficult they are, because God is big enough to be able to handle all of that. I hope that everybody has a blessed day, and that God is with you in your journeys if you have to go out, and in your staying at home if you're going to stay at home. Amen.